it's your girl B, yeah, that peach, back to do another recap on your girl Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, aka Everyday Mariam. So I'm actually gonna leave full clips in the video, not the full video, but just clips including audio of her talking because she was talking about her childhood, and maybe you want to hear from her as well as hear from me. By doing these recaps, I'm trying to bring entertainment and better explain and break down what the hell Chantal is talking about. In this video, she pretty much just talks about and revisits her childhood and her love of fajitas from childhood. That's pretty much it. Like, that is really the summary, the synopsis, the overview, whatever you want to call it. That is what she talked about for what? How long was this video? Like 20 minutes or something like that. I'm breaking it down to be shorter than that, but there is a point. It's the timestamp is going to be 6 minutes and 43 seconds when I just gave up hope. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this girl, this food that she made, this plate, is enough to feed 4 people. Okay? 2 adults and 2 kids, all right? Picture it like this. You and dad each get a burrito, right? And then the little kids, they get a little small mini childlike burrito. That's 4 people, 2 adults, 2 children. Or if you want to do 3, it could be 3 adults. Either way, it's like way more food than what she actually needs. Like, I need her to pick a struggle, because it's kind of like this. Like, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a registered dietitian. I'm not. But I understand caloric deficit. I understand weight loss. And I understand that you can have carbs in moderation. Keto would obviously be better due to her diabetes. But she's never going to commit to that. She's never going to. Like, let's be honest. So what she could do is actually cut her beans and cut her rice. She needs to cut that cheese. Because didn't Salah just have gallbladder surgery, Foodie Beauty? Everyday Mariam, Chantal? Did your husband not just have surgery? Which means he can no longer eat fatty foods. What is cheese? I'm sorry, what is the butter that you cooked the chicken in? Don't get me wrong, they're healthy fats, but butter and cheese, stop it. I'm not saying, well, I mean, she's going to eat whatever the hell she wants, but that's neither here nor there. So like I was saying, there is a point in time in this video at 6 minutes and 43 seconds when I just gave up hope on this girl. Primarily because, like, okay, I thought, like, there was a moment like, you know, one of those hallelujah, come to Jesus moments when I thought, oh my God, she's going to put that fucking spoon down and she's not going to shovel any more goddamn food down her goddamn throat. I was fucking wrong, because you know what? This is when I gave up hope. She started shoveling lettuce down there. Don't get me wrong. Lettuce is good for you. Well, okay. Technically, depending upon the type of lettuce, it has no nutritional value, but it's better than everything else on the plate, but it has no flavor. So when she starts shoveling lettuce down her throat, you know she's going to eat everything else on the fucking plate. Like, you know she's going to. And she did. And she cleared it. And I was just sitting here shocked, because I'm like, this is really enough food to feed 4 people. You could feed a family. You could. I would say a village, but that's not being real. But yeah, so that's pretty much the summary, the overview of this video. She eats, like, what? A good 2 burritos, and then she finishes the rest of the plate. And she, and another issue. I'm so proud of her, actually, for switching to Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. Go you. But did you really need to eat the whole container? Like, who really eats 5 ounces of fucking sour cream on their tacos? Like, who does that? Do you do that? I don't do that. Like, maybe like a couple of tablespoons, maybe 1 ounce, but 5 ounce. It's not the worst thing on the plate. It's just the principle.
But I'm hungry and they look good. So first things first, we're gonna put down some of the chicken stuff. Okay. Yeah. Some of the cheese. Okay, I love a lot of cheese on my fajitas. Some sour cream. Or sorry, this is not sour cream. This is yogurt, sour yogurt, plain yogurt. I love it.
It would be so nice if one of you went over to Everyday Mariam's channel, aka Foodie Beauty, and just told her to stop with all the cheese and all the carbs. Someone. Like, I posted a video yesterday, Carb Review, that you should watch it if you haven't. Girl, like, you have diabetes, girl. You have high cholesterol, girl. You don't have a gallbladder, girl. Girl, stop it. Some people actually give a fuck about you. Some people.
Really told the truth about the people whose homes I slept over at, because at least this girl, because my mom would have never let me go back. Well, they were always going out and coming home late anytime I would sleep over. And they would let us, like, kind of party with them. Like, just like they would be in the living room having some beers, and they would always have friends over and loud music. I remember them playing, "You ain't seen nothing yet. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet." That kind of music. And I call it brown 70s music. I don't know why. It's just how my mind always associates that music. I liked that song back in the day. Anyway. So. Woo. I'll just make one more. I'll use all the chicken. It's going to be a huge one. So on this occasion, I was sleeping over and we were sleeping. We would sleep like on the floor in front of the TV. They would let the movie network play like all, remember when like the satellite had like the movie network? They would let it play all night. And I would just like fall asleep to that. I'd try to. I wouldn't sleep well, but we slept on the floor with like a blanket and pillow. And they'd never vacuum their floor. So I remember like always waking up with like crumb indentation marks on my forearm because my forearm would overpass the blanket. Anyway, to make matters worse, they had a gerbil named, I think it was Patches. And I hope this person doesn't watch my videos. The little kibble bits would be like all on the ground. So anyway, we're sleeping and then like, I don't know, it must have been like middle of the night. Don't know what time. Late. And we hear the door fly open and like a loud noise. And it was the dad. I think it was her stepdad and her mom. They were back from like a party or the bar or somewhere where adults went. I didn't know. I didn't understand where they went and how it worked. All I know is I always thought they were a hoot because, you know, at my house I had to go to bed early usually, and yeah. At the time I thought, I don't have cool parents like this. But anyway, look at this huge fajita taco. Oh wow. Look at home. And the living room was like, the kitchen was like, the kind of, it was probably like 2 in the morning. They're making 2 or 3 in the morning. They're making fajitas. And we had fajitas. Even Patches. I remember the movie that was playing. It was called, you guys probably know this movie, but Death Becomes Her. Some friends, I didn't like sleeping at their house, and I would ask my mom to come get me because I got homesick. But her, never. Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. They were, so if I told my mom that, first of all, that her parents were going out and leaving us alone all hours of the night. I mean, technically, her parents would ask her older sister to watch us, keep an eye on us. She never did. She stayed locked in her room. Playing 7 Minutes in Heaven with her boyfriend. And I know that because she told us. Fajitas are so messy. Anyway. I remember seeing her boyfriend once. He came downstairs. He was going home. And,
Yes, this is the moment I was talking about. 6 minutes, 43 seconds when she starts shoveling all of that lettuce down her fucking throat. Like, I genuinely thought she was gonna stop. I really did. But no, when you start shoveling lettuce down, you know everything else is going down. I just wanted to include that.
one of my favorite movies as a kid was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I just remember thinking, her boyfriend reminds me of one of the weasels. Not the one that's like, not the calm boss one, mafia boss one, but like the one that's always giggling, like, because he laughed like that. And he reminded me of a hedgehog. I don't know if it might have been the haircut. Anyway. Interesting. I have so many of these beans. I'm gonna have to eat some every day. So this is day 2 of me making the food. Yes. Very delicious. Anyway, that's my experience with fajitas. That's what I remember the most, is those 2 a.m. fajitas with patches and Death Becomes Her at like 10 years old. Anyways, guys, thank you for having dinner with me. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
All right, you guys, so that's the end of this recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. It's your girl B, your favorite Peach, and I'll see you in the next one. So tomorrow. Bye.